All right. All right, unfortunately this morning is going to be a little bit slower than I would like, but I need to do this, and I need to do this now. So we're going to do this now. Actually, it would probably be helpful to have a little bit of feedback as I'm doing it. I spell intermittent like that, right? Okay. Magris, good morning, Tragic Broody. We're gonna be a little bit slow this morning, starting with I got new internet yesterday. The new internet is suffering the same issues as the old internet. These guys seem a little bit more motivated to actually help me solve it, and rather than start the process from zero with them, I want to give them kind of a summary of what's happened thus far. So this is probably what we're going to be doing to begin with. And they want to talk to me this morning, so I was hoping to have this ready for them. So here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, chat. I figured better than just starting the stream late, we hopefully can knock this out. And actually getting a little bit of input from you guys on some of these things might be useful too. Thanks, Athom. Good morning, Skex. All right, so I gotta get like an outline of what we want to hit with this. So anything else from this chat? Okay. Affecting. Thanks. I'll take grammar policing on this. That's fine. I always mix up affecting and effecting, by the way. Always. Good point, Magris. Where are my clips? I've had. That's what I was supposed to say. Thanks for catching that. Yeah. Backseat writing. Nobody would be amused. All right. Where are my clips? I want to add the. There we go. Find it. Clips I've created isn't here anymore. What? Where's my? All right, chat. Let me task you guys with something. Can you guys find me? I made a clip of. Thought it was a clip. Maybe it was a highlight. Probably a highlight is probably what it was. That's why I wouldn't find it in clips. Remind me, find it that way. What are my highlights? Specifically, I want to find the sample bitrate loss. There we go. Can I copy the URL from the clip page? Stupid fucking setup is that? All right, chat. You guys order. You guys argue for tenses. That's fine. Okay. Have been experiencing? Sure. I add hyperlinks into documents with this editor. Probably. Yeah. Let me resize this a little bit. Kind of. Yeah, it's kind of weird to stream this, chat. I don't disagree, but I need to get this done this morning. And I took yesterday. I spent the day trying to deal with the install and hoping it would work. I didn't want to take another day off. I'm not expecting this to take too long. Okay. Morning Zero. Hello Kex. Hello Arender. All right. I think I have a sample somewhere of yeah. Okay. I have a sample still of what it should look like. All right.
You have returned.
Filthy cookie, filthy love, filthy hype, filthy whiskey.
Hey, Patatel. I wonder if I should just. I want the for them to see this. Wonder if this is too much info for them. I guess I could do it as, instead of inserts, I could do it as hyperlinks. I guess if I just host the images. Because I think it's taking up too much blocked here. Well, I changed internet services. I don't need salty language. I've got people who are willing to help and interested in helping to start with. They haven't burnt out on being unable to find out what the issue is. So I actually want to give them as much of a intro into what the fuck's going on as possible. And I don't want to do that over the phone. I want them to have these resources so they can stop wasting both of our times on this. So. Let's actually do this as a link, I think. So let me host on Imgur, I guess, both these things. All right. Posts. All right, so I've got one in downloads and can I post this? Community hidden. All right. Okay, so I mean, it kind of flows a little bit better if that is it's visually here, but I don't want to make this too long because I don't want them to first time interacting with me panic from the length of the text document I'm going to send them. So. Okay. All right, let's just make sure these work. Morning, guys. Find them figure numbers is not a bad idea either. Let's just do it like this for now. So if I click this, what does it actually see? These open? Yep, that opens. How about these ones? Yep. Okay. All right, so those are working. Good. All right, I want to walk them through what we've done. Now, a part of me wants to write this, so I've thought about how to write this a couple times now, because I wrote a draft of this earlier for MediaCom, like a couple of months ago. So they might not be allowed to click on links due to security That's an interesting question. I can't do index them. I don't know what that means. Index them when you say this. You casual observer for the 26 months. Welcome back. Okay. Like the Fig 1 ideas. The problem is the first one is a link to a Twitch clip. So a Twitch highlight anyways. So I can't index that because it's a moving image. Also, I haven't used this particular editor for adding one of those, but maybe. right, we'll come back to that, chat. So we'll leave that as something maybe to do still, which is yeah. All right. I mean, I could screen cap a moment of it where it shows like the pure gray portion of it, which is really all I'm trying to show. So what do we want to do for this? So I want to tell them the million fucking things we've done. All right. It's a modem router. It's not slash. It's an and, right? Okay. It's just bad writing. This is 3 different modem router pairs. 2 from Mediacom and 1 of my own. Additionally, my modem from a different location works fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to do that, Sirius, because I just switched services and I want to give them a summary of what I've done. So, all right, multiple servers, multiple PCs, multiple locations. I'll get to multiple locations and multiple settings, physical fixes. Okay. This is one my current working theory, chat, is it's something inside my house fucking this up. No, I don't have fiber at home and I can't get fiber at home. But that's a good one to address here. Okay. Was it 1 gig 50? Jesus, what is this? Mbps? Is that what it is? Is that the unit for traffic for this? It's Mbps. Okay. What are you saying, Nobu? In a different location, not from? What do you mean? Oh, from is the long. Okay, sure. I mean, I'm streaming from, anyways. Only 50 upload? Yes. Yep. That's not a fiber at home. Not a fiber connection at home. Well, it's a different company, Xander, so we'll see. There's something else that added to this. Perfect, no, but I'm totally happy with you backseat writing me as I'm doing this. That's fine. All I want from this is clarity. And generally, the better you're writing, the more clear it is to people reading it, right? So happy to have that. Yeah. Nah, it's nothing to do with that. It's not a stream. So I guess I don't want to troubleshoot with chat because we unfortunately will end up, every time I talk to my parents about this, they want to troubleshoot with me. Every time I talk to a new person, they want to troubleshoot with me. And the problem is we've done it all, right? We've done all this troubleshooting. It's not a total speed issue for lots of reasons. The first being that when I do this somewhere else, I don't have these speed issues. The second being that my other devices and other things aren't affected. I get full speed on this. Like if I go do a stream test, I get full speed. It's not a speed thing, it's a connectivity thing. Just can't type for shit right now. Can I please spell additionally? Well, not typo anyways. I'm getting close to the what did I call it? Promise speeds? Something similar? I think we're going to leave that for another question. Advertise speeds, that's probably the best way to put that. All right, so. Okay, what next? Nothing is promised, sure. What? I mean, we've done a million fucking things for this. Oh, I should talk about the Twitch ingress servers. I should talk about. Okay. What is July? All of July, all of August, all of September, all of October? I guess I could do this as a list. Yeah. I don't have good enough rapport with my neighbors to ask if I can stream on their connection, a test stream for like 24 hours, which is really what I need to do. The problem is because this is intermittent, I can get periods of time up to a couple hours sometimes with no problems. But what I actually have to do is see it for, 24, 48 kind of hours to see all the ups and downs, to see how often this is dying. So it becomes very difficult to ask the neighbors for help on that. because I basically need to go, hey, I almost need to like run a wire, like an Ethernet cable out my neighbor's window into my window and do that. I know my neighbors. They're pretty cool, and they'd probably say yes if I asked, but it's a very difficult ask because it says, hey, can I have access to your internet connection to do something that they're not entirely sure what it is, and can I do this for extended periods of time? And I can't do things like control the background usage of their internet while it's happening. It's a very difficult ask. I've considered that. All right. Okay. So there's the Ingress server stuff. So what else do we need to tell them? So I want to get down to what I think it is, which I think I'm actually to the point now. This is an interesting thing for me with switching the ISPs here. This ISP claims that it has its own infrastructure, which I wasn't so clear on. I didn't really buy that coming into this. I assumed they would be using similar infrastructure. But if they do have different infrastructure, like outside of my house, there still is an issue, right? The portion of my house that hasn't been fixed for this potentially is they've redone all the lines into my house, including the one from the box into my basement, but they haven't redone the lines in the walls of my house. Now, I don't know how the fuck you do that. I don't know if that's my apartment's fault, my apartment's responsibility, like my landlord's responsibility, or if that's my responsibility, or if Imon can do that for me. I don't even know how to do that, like running Cat 5 through the walls. I imagine it's not that difficult, honestly. I don't really know how replaceable that is. But if something's wrong with those lines, like that's the last physical piece before I get to the telephone pole that hasn't been replaced. All right, what else do we have from this? Only me was part of the Twitch response. What else do I need to rule out here for them, chat? I mean, I've done so much more than this. It's just I'm like blanking on what it is. I wonder if Tom's got the... I know I had it for a while. I wonder if I can get it through Google Drive. Hold on. Shared with me. That's correct. There it is. Oh, I lost my job. Okay. Oh, network traffic. Their node, what did I call it? I think they called it a node, but I'm not entirely certain. Yeah, lines in the wall, flame dance at my place. I always mix up EG and IG. IE is, for example, right? Or is that always mix them up? Fuck. Let's go find out. That is, yeah, okay. You calculate in your capacitance, other services don't suffer, and speed tests at these times show advertised speeds. Okay. All right, what next? Physical fixes, that's when we're gonna get to multiple settings. I don't know if I need to tell them about multiple settings. I tried it with lowered frame rates, kind of like lowered traffic on my end, and it doesn't help. I mean, really, this should be, I guess this just probably is the connection fast enough. Yeah, probably there. Talked about Twitch's reply. I've talked about multiple locations. Talked a little bit about multiple services, right? Yeah. It's not bad, Zeldist. I think I cover that here. Like, I don't know if I need another one of this. And it's a little broad, like user settings. There's a lot of them, but try that. All right. All right. Link them to VOD. Link them this VOD. I don't need to link them this VOD. I don't think that helps. If they make me walk through these again, that's fine. I think this is as much for my own sanity as it is for theirs. I mean, the issue, okay, the plus side of this is the tech was really cool yesterday, who came by. And let me read you one of these messages, chat. Ready for this? This is a message I had with the tech, which I was pleased about, right? Which was, when he was here, like he was setting things up and he was talking to me about stuff and I was explaining some of the issues I'd had and he's like, oh, we'll get you on, we'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, ah, we'll see, I hope so, that'd be great, but I doubt it kind of deal, right? And, let's see. Let me see if I can find what I was talking about. Oh, here it goes. He says, so he asked me to follow up with him and text him to see how it was working later. So I did, and I texted him a photo of the graph, like the one I posted on Twitter yesterday. And he's like, so he was talking about stuff. We were shooting back and forth some text, and he said, I'll let them know tomorrow AM and have them reach out to you. I'm really kind of pissed it didn't work for you. I feel bad that I talked it up, and now we're experiencing similar issues. We'll get this right for you, man. I'll follow up. And then followed up with a little bit later, he's like, we really do care about each and every customer and you're no different. We'll talk to you tomorrow, man. Thanks for understanding. So I don't know, like that's a good sentiment to start with. The last, like this guy wanted to see the Twitch inspector graph, was like, he's like, well, maybe I could see that and see, you know, like maybe I could see that it's at least working, this kind of stuff. He just sounded like he gave a shit, right? And the other company really, after a while, stopped. They just basically stopped calling me back. So at some point I got the impression that they weren't going to be fixing my stuff. So yeah, he did seem like a good dude. So I'm kind of hoping that if the rest of them are like that, or, you know, he's like, this guy said yesterday to me after day one of this, I'm like, you know, what would really help is I could talk directly to your networking people. That would be really useful to me because, you know, we've done a lot of work on this. He's like, yeah, I could probably make that happen, kind of deal. So yeah. All right, so, the other one I want to add on here is Wireshark, because I want to talk about that with them. So, okay. Is it the physical infrastructure? Maybe. The wire. The box into the house. The Cat 5. I guess I'd call it the Cat 5. Box into the house, the Cat 5 from the wall to the modem, and the plug. Plug? What's the joint called on the end of a Cat 5? So coming out of the wall, they snip the end and replace that piece. What's it called? Cat 5 here. RJ connector. Thanks, guys. All other Cat 5 ports in the house. Oh, it's not Cat 5 here, is it? Actually. Cat 5's the Ethernet. I'm wrong here. What the fuck is this called? This is coaxial. Okay. Turns out having a Twitch chat is pretty handy sometimes. I love fucking Twitch chat in general, quite honestly. I love crowdsourcing information like this. Super helpful. It saves me like tons of time. Mostly. Sometimes Twitch chat is a fucking pain in my ass, but mostly not. I don't know how you do this. I don't know how they turn off the other coaxial, but they apparently they claim they did. What do they call it when it comes out of the wall? Coaxial port? Like what do you call that? What do I mean by the box? There's literally a box on the side of my house. Yeah, crowdsourced BB builds has been chat's greatest disappointment. Well, I don't want to use greatest here flippantly. One of chat's greatest disappointments. Hope is the first step down the road to disappointment. Don't disagree. I was pretty disappointed last night. Alright, chat, we need this one. RJ connector isn't accurate with coaxial. What is accurate with coaxial, Xander? I just want to know what the fucking end is. The cap on the end of the coaxial cable that you actually would plug into like another coaxial piece. An F connector? Do I have to Google this, chat? Alright, we can just try to be less precise now. Alright. And I'll just call it the connector coming out of the wall in the room with the modem. Additionally, turned off the other coaxial ports. Don't Google blindly accept chat is right. I don't have to be 100% accurate on this, but I would like to be.
Returned.
Filthy data.
Cheers, always. Thanks for the resub, man. You'd stray away from suggesting. Well, maybe. I don't know. Like, this is my current working issue, and it's an issue that I don't know what they're going to suggest. And if I have to take it up with my landlord to get that replaced, then I have to take it up with my landlord to get it replaced. But I have to be, I need to be able to work from my location. Like, I don't want to spend $6,000 a fucking year on this office when I don't need to be, when I'm already paying for that in rent for my office at home. I don't know, chat. Like, you think I should just not suggest what I think is the most likely, the easiest to rule out, most likely next solution? I mean, it's pretty easily tested, right? I can just ask them to temporarily run a fucking coaxial cable instead of through the house, just like up the side of the house and in through a window. Like, I feel like that's a really easy test that I can request. That seems pretty reasonable to ask for. So I think I am going to suggest this because I want to get to the issue. And where I would love to be like, hey, you guys do your job, I feel like that's not going to be enough. I feel like I need to actually interact with them because this is very important to me, probably minorly important to them. And if I don't put the impetus forward to make this happen, it probably doesn't happen. From at least my perspective. All right. Goddamn landlords? I don't think there's a landlord issue here. My landlord's been pretty good here. He's been really willing to help us out and compromise with the stuff that we've wanted from this place. I really like my location. I really hope I don't have to move from this location. It seems insane to have to move because of internet in fucking 2020 in the United States in a large city. That seems crazy to me. So. All right. So physical fixes, multiple services. So the last one to talk about is Wireshark. Yeah, I know, and yet. Not wrong. Nobu, not wrong. Okay. The United States in 2020 aren't exactly covering themselves in glory. I don't know. I feel like we got something smeared all over us in this year. Not, maybe it's COVID. Maybe it could be glory. All right. All right, I got a question. I got an editing question for you guys. Should I start this next question? Since this question is not going to be, I don't think I can question answer on this same page. Should I move it to page 2, even though it's a single question on page 2? Think it gets read? I think I have to, right? Maybe I could space up here. All right. How do I... So I'm using this question answer format, which I think is relatively good for trying to get them information concisely. This next one's a little bit harder to summarize. Which is... Like, how do I summarize what the fuck Wireshark does? Maybe their wiki has a decent summary or something. Yeah, let me copy paste what the fucking Wireshark website says. And let me put that in standard formatting, I guess. Hold on. What are we using right now? Liberation Serif. Sure. Liberation Serif it is. And what's the color right now? Your direct formatting seems right. Wireshark is the world's foremost and widely used network protocol analyzer. It lets you see what's happening on your network at a microscopic level and is the de facto and often de jure standard across many commercial and nonprofit enterprises, government agencies, and educational institutions. Wireshark development thrives thanks to the volunteer contributions of networking experts around the globe and is the continuation of a product started by Gerald Combs in 1998. Now, I don't want to give them that. At a ping test section, we did that. I know. You borrow my chat next time? You like that blurb, Nobu? I thought that blurb was not informational and very full of itself. Need to explain Wireshark to an ISP. My technician who was by yesterday didn't know what Wireshark was. I mean, it depends which department I get to, right? I think I want to say this. What other information can I provide? Can the customer provide? How have I been referring to myself? I've been using I. But how does it work with the question answer format we've done? Yeah, I've liked Wireshark's product, and it's a free product right now, so I'm not going to shit on them particularly for that. But I also didn't find that super useful for me. Yeah, but so what? What other information can I provide? Okay. Actually, no, but I really like you looking over my shoulder on this one. It's very helpful. Not useful info for them? Why not? I wasn't going to provide any of this fucking shit. I was just going to say I have Wireshark and then link them Wireshark, like the website. Let's not use iCaps here. I mean, I have Wireshark captures of full network traffic and just network traffic to the Twitch Ingress servers, and I have this from Mediacom when it was good connection, Mediacom when it was bad connection, the connection from my in-laws' place, and the connection from my office. How do I tell them this succinctly in a way that's useful for them? Yeah. Yeah. All the Wireshark people. Okay, that's fine. Then I'm gonna give them this. I think from this. Okay. I want to say I have these Wireshark captures. I'm willing to share them. I can host them on my NAS and provide them links to get them if they want. Or I can make new ones since it's on a new fucking connection. It's not difficult to make these. It just takes a few minutes. Yeah. I found a lot of people have suggested that, Cooper, but I actually haven't found that to be very useful. At no point did they say, oh, you just want to stream games on this? Well, we're not going to help you. Oh, it's your profession? Well, we're really going to try to help you. And honestly, like, yeah, anyways. Okay, that's a good idea, Nobu. Yeah. A really good idea. All right. What else, chat? So the other thing that comes to mind is I did do some stuff that really didn't do much. We did some like pings and some packet traces during times of high problems as well as no problems, and it just really wasn't very fucking useful that I can see. You think, Rusted Shovel? The problem is last time I made them available, because I made them available to Mediacom. The problem is they're a large file, right? They're over a gig in size each, and that's fine. I can host those, but Mediacom just never downloaded them, ever. Like I can see access to those files. It's on my NAS, and the NAS, and I can track through the NAS who accesses them and when, and they just never downloaded them. So rather than provide them files that they don't have any obligation to look at or download, I'd rather kind of initially maybe work like this, right? Well, this is the new ISP. So if you're tuning in halfway through, also good morning, man. If you're tuning in just now, I got a new ISP yesterday, and the issues are still here, which probably means, I suspect means, I'm really hoping it's just the fucking wiring in my house now. So we'll see. I can press them. I don't know. All right, we good with this? All right, I guess chat, here's where you guys could be helpful. So we've got background, what's the problem? Is it my PC? Is it my modem? Is the connection fast enough? Is it a problem on Twitch's end? Is it a problem with a specific connection to Twitch? How do I say that? Is it a... That one could really use some revamp, like fussing with how to phrase that. Is it related to network traffic? Is it the physical infrastructure? And what other information can either customer provide? Is there anything else that I should be putting here that you guys can think of? You say it only affects Twitch. How could it be the wires in my house? Because it's a very special type of traffic, which I pretty much don't use anywhere else. There's a lot of information that I'm sending back and forth to Twitch, and it's pretty dense information with things like video, imaging, etc., blah blah blah, right? And it just doesn't seem to be there. Like, it doesn't affect Zoom, it doesn't affect Netflix, it doesn't affect downloads, it doesn't affect like gaming off. Like sometimes it does. When it gets really bad, it will affect gaming off stream. But most of the time, I only see this problem coming out in Twitch. Upload versus download, sure. I mean, there's a lot of upload in this, but it's not a. We know it's not that, because I have streamed on as low as 6 Mbps up and been fine. Can I replicate it with YouTube streaming? Yeah, I've done a YouTube stream to check it out. The problem is YouTube doesn't, like, Twitch Inspector has a really nice graph where it shows you where things drop out and where it doesn't, and like your moment to moment. And YouTube doesn't have a similar thing. So I can, like, basically YouTube's just like, there's a problem with your connection or not a problem with your connection. So I can kind of duplicate it with YouTube. I can get YouTube to show problems, but I can't like provide a nice like picture of the problems from YouTube. Seems like it only affects Twitch, it's not the wires in your house. That's not true, because it can be essentially, imagine that the wires in my house had some sort of damage to them. And I guess I don't know enough about how the wiring transfers information to do this. But I could imagine, for example, a small amount of damage would reduce the stability of your connection, for example, without cutting your connection out. Now, that doesn't explain why it's intermittent, but then when you get intermittent, you get into this whole fuck ton of like problems, right? I was talking to my dad about this. He had a connection issue at his house one time, and it was related to the wires were like getting moisture inside them somehow. And then like it was like, I can't remember now if it was as the day got hotter and then like the earth around them expanded or something, or some variation of this, but it was changing with the fucking temperature of the day. So like across the course of the day. So once you get intermittent issues like this, like there's a lot of shit that can go wrong. So I don't know that I can rule out that it's just because it's to Twitch, that it's not physical infrastructure. Because if the physical infrastructure changes slightly and it's particularly sensitive on a connection to Twitch, then there might be then it might be still capable of both being a physical connection issue and only Twitch. So I don't know if we can rule it out like that, right? Good chance of malformed packets in the Wireshark captures of its local wiring. So the problem with the Wireshark capture, right, is, for at least from my end, is the Wireshark capture essentially captures information exiting my computer at like the Ethernet card, right? And it's not, I don't see, like we almost need like a Wireshark capture just outside of my house, right? So after it goes out of my computer into the out of the Ethernet card, into my modem, into my router, and then from the router out of the house, we need like a connection, like we need like a PC's right there with the fucking Wireshark. So, all right. So I think from here, like I think I guess what I'm asking, chat, is like, rather than try to fix the problem here, because we don't have to fix the problem. I'd love to fix the problem here, but I don't think we're gonna fix the problem. Us talking like this, right? Is there anything else I can provide them that would be useful here? Also, they said they were going to call me this morning and haven't yet, so I guess I'm going to call them after this, but... Your router have error logs? No, not really. I mean, it has logging, but we're not seeing error logs particularly. I did ping and trace route tests parallel to, at the same time during issues, high problem times, and we didn't show much of anything. I didn't find that to be that useful. You think that's useful to include? Like, I don't think it's told us anything. It said, basically the trace route is just like, where is the fucking thing? And the ping is how quick do you get back and forth from it? But both those things were like fine. Not PC to router issues, Sander. All right. Do I see an easy way to couple a coax cable from their box? I think that's possible. Aknerovich, that's one of the things I'm thinking that is probably the next thing to test is exactly that. Now, I don't think I have a coaxial in the house long enough to do that, but if they send their tech out again, I'm sure he does. Right? And that'd be an easy fucking test without having to do anything. That's what I was getting at in the physical infrastructure portion, right? That's what I want them to do next, because that seems to be the last piece of physical infrastructure at my location that we can rule out. I guess I can add to the modem question. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that, Aknerovich. I mean, if that happens. At the moment, there's not a rush. I mean, there is. Like, I would love to stop renting this fucking office, but I am renting the office right now. So it's not like I can't stream. It's not like I can't stream in the short term without doing this. So yes, we'll see. Maybe we end up going that way. Okay, chat, one last, I'm going to ask this question one last time because I think we're getting a little sidetracked, which is there anything else you guys think I should provide on my end? Do you think I should provide the information about trace routes and pings? Do you think I should provide any other information? I'm not even sure what else we could do at this point. Like, We'll see. Oh, I did want to reword the question about specific connection. Okay. Electric wiring blueprint of the house. I don't have access to that, Zero Baja. I tried Cat 5 and Cat 6. It's not a Cat 5 versus Cat 6 issue, Xander. I mean, at least I don't know how that would be true at home, right? Like, I don't have this issue when I bring the exact setup that I use at home to another location, including Cat 5 cables. I don't know how to do that, Aknerovich. Maybe they can walk me through that. Cost of a dedicated line to my house wasn't, it was like ridiculous. Yeah. I guess, Aknerovich, I'm willing to do all of those things, but I kind of want them to be like, here's the next things. You guys remember those 2 weeks in July where I basically didn't stream? This is the type of shit I was doing all day. It was like sitting there at my PC, like, you know, killing time, waiting for the fucking connection to go to shit as I was test streaming, and then doing things like trace routing, pinging shit, running Wireshark captures, like all this garbage. I haven't, Hamelfish. I'm not really sure how to do that though, because I don't have... I don't know if I have really like corresponding data from YouTube. So the Twitch interface is nice. The interface for I got a Nervish. Don't worry about the bot. I can see it still. Is it? This. Okay, this was the command. I'm gonna email myself this command so I can do this from home. Like that. Yeah. What is this character? Is that another of these long? Looks like just a space on Twitch, so it's like that. Reason for the ping test is to show that all network traffic is affected, so they can't just blame Twitch. I don't know if all network traffic is affected. I don't know if I know that for a fact. I mean, I've got the fucking Wireshark captures, and I can see when I don't know enough about that program to really understand the outputs, but I can do things like graph the outputs and graph the outputs to a specific location, which is what I did. I essentially graph the outputs to Twitch directly and show the packet loss, I guess, to that location. Anyways. Hey, Bear died. Yeah, they might, but it's a new ISP, and the new ISP is claiming they care, so let's try it with the new ISP. Okay, chat. One last time. Final time, for real. Anything else you guys think I should add to this? Not that I'm aware of, Xander, but I only have run the test with the ping that's a little ping, as opposed to a larger data transfer ping. Where, Welshman? I don't know if I need a comma there. Nowhere near should be nowhere near. Thanks. Okay. Who's my brand new ISP? It's a local one called I'm On. I don't know anything about. All right, so let's save this. All right. More emotional appeal. I'm not appealing emotionally to them. I don't want to fucking appeal emotionally. Aren't I talking to my goal is to get through to someone in their network department. I mean, I guess there's a fallacy in here about adding additional components to that of personality based on that. But nevertheless, aren't I working with people who are primarily working with fairly technical issues on PCs? Do I really need to go emotional to help? Is that going to help fucking anything? Need to add points covering the actual complaint process rather than just your technical issues. Timescales for replies make them. I don't know what my rights are as a consumer for timescales for replies. The last company just blew me off entirely. So I'm curious what you know about that. New ISP cable as well? Yeah, it's the only option here. All right. Thanks, Akner. I appreciate the confirmation of my insight here on that, which is, again, like right now it's a new company who hasn't gone down all these various rabbit holes and not done anything. I'm hoping that I get some people who are so receptive to helping. I mean, the other thing is I don't necessarily need to ask for the response stuff in here. I'm not just sending this document to a random person. I'm going to write an email with this document as an attachment to an address that I'm going to get from the tech when I call him here in about 5 minutes. So I can maybe ask for that. When I ask from the tech, I can be like, well, what type of time scale do I get responses back from? Maybe that would be useful. I don't really feel like, I don't want to flex some fucking bullshit consumer muscle that I don't actually have starting my interactions with them. These guys have been, so far, I mean, it's only been days. This is literally day, 1 as of, in 45 minutes, it will be 24 hours of having their service, right? Which is, I don't feel like I need to start with being like, I know my rights bullshit. Right now, I'm just asking for some help. And that seems like a reasonable way to approach this to begin with. Once I start, like with MediaCom, when they started dicking me around, where they stopped calling me back, then it started to be a little bit more antagonistic when I interacted with them, because they were screwing me over, and they were clearly screwing me over. I don't think I need to start from an escalated perspective yet. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be a fucking Karen, period. I feel like I want a fairly legitimate thing, or a fairly reasonable thing, which is I want to solve the internet issue with them, and I'm willing to jump through the fucking hoops they want me to jump through to do that. So maybe I should put that on here at the end. I don't know. Should I put something like I'm willing to redo, or I'm willing to, like, how do I tell them I'm willing to attempt to get any information that they want? Like, how did I say that? So, don't? Okay. I mean, I don't know what it says, Like, a part of me's like, I need this internet connection. Give it to me! So. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to say, Aknarovich, to like close this out, but I'm not sure. Maybe that should be an email thing. I'm going to put it in here, but like, how do I phrase that? If you need, okay. Maybe like a summary or conclusion. Tell them whoever solves this for you gets to name my firstborn. Yeah, I'm not gonna have a firstborn. Maybe I could outsource that to chat. Maybe I could name a number of your firstborns. Yeah. Put it in the email. Yeah. Well, all right, chat. I'm going to take a quick break here, because what I'm going to do, I don't know how long this is going to take, is I'm going to call the fucking tech I spoke to yesterday. I'm going to get an email address from him to email. I'm going to ask him to notify that email address that I'll be emailing them, and then I'm going to write them an email. I'll probably come back to the stream when I'm writing the email, and I'll write them an email and attach this to it. I can mod them. Dude, I've been meaning to do a state of the channel update at some point. If they get this fixed for me and MediaCom doesn't, I will be quite vocal of my appreciation of that in the state of the channel. And I think positive press for an ISP has got to be worth something. Anyways, I'll be back in a minute. Chat. See you guys shortly. You guys want me to leave this up on the screen? Would you like to see like a Battle Brothers background? Yeah, mod is a curse you gain when filthy is a drunk. Well, I always thought modding was such a weird idea, Nobu, right? Like a lot of channels, they think like modding is like a privilege. Modding means you're volunteering to do work on the channel. I mean, that has a privilege that comes with it, but it's based on the idea that you're contributing in some way. Anyways, all right, chat. I'm gonna go deal with this portion, and then we'll come back and maybe play some games today. So for the 300 of you who have showed up for the stream about writing a document here, I appreciate that. Thanks for the help, guys. It was actually very useful. And fingers fucking crossed. One day I get to stream from home again. Wouldn't that be amazing? So I'll be back in a few minutes, guys, and we'll get some gameplay. I lied, chat. I lied. I'm just gonna I texted the tech real quick, and I'll just see if he's available for a quick call. If not, I'll call their tech support in a minute. But have you guys messed around with VR at all? I bought a VR headset, the Quest 2, the other day, and I've been messing around with that the last couple days. And I gotta say, I was kind of impressed, man. I was kind of pleased with it. I kind of want to stream it. I don't know how I would stream it necessarily, but it was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see. The camera might not be good enough. I actually have a blister on my nose from where the headset was resting. Let me take some notes from this. So I think you guys have suggested a number of good things to add to the email, which was contact information for sure. I will not be adding my phone number here, chat. I hope you understand. As well as letting him know that I'm willing to do any collection that I can. Yeah, I have so I've got a basement at this location, and I've got a 12 by 12 1-inch foam mat down in that basement, and that's been perfect for VR. I've been playing Until You Fall. You guys familiar with that game? Let's see if I can pull it up on stream here. Which isn't an incredible game, I'd say, but it's been pretty cool for the VR stuff. If I can find it. Let me add a... that going. You guys seen this? One more down. I don't really want a lot of volume on this.
Defend yourself.
It has less music in the real game. Can I get it without the music? Probably. But I imagine I look like a total fucking imbecile doing it, so it might be fun to have one of those perspectives where you can see inside the headset and then see my actual physical body moving around as I'm doing that. So I've been enjoying the game. It's like a roguelike in the sense that you die a lot, and every time you die you restart, essentially. But it's been pretty good. Not as much motion as Beat Saber, but I wanted to see... This is with the Quest 2, and the Quest 2 is a standalone. And I haven't played with the standalone VR. Like I had a Rift, Oculus Rift, but I basically never used it because it was a huge pain in the ass to get set up, and B, it required like, it was some ungodly number of USB ports, all of it like the USB-Cs, or I think they're Cs, for the VR connection stuff. But the Quest 2 is a standalone, which means I don't have to plug it into anything. It's just literally, I mean, I would if I were streaming it, I would have to plug it into something clearly because I'm gonna have to get a capture card in the setup somewhere. But it was pretty interesting. Like, I was actually really impressed with the physical immersion feel of it. I don't really like hack and slash games all that much, but I liked being the person swinging the sword, which was really cool. So I kind of, what is it? Phasmophobia? I don't know that game. I'll have to look that up. Is that the horror game? Can you move in the Quest? Yeah, kinda. So this game doesn't do a great job of that. Beat Saber's a little bit better for that, but yes, you can. It has like a standing mode for that. So you actually move with controllers, so you're not like walking. I just bought the Quest 2 standalone, right? I don't have any of these crazy systems. I watched something on Rogan where it was like a guy was swimming, or girl was swimming, because the setup that they were running had this giant fucking like pulled her off her feet kind of deal with like this like chest support like thing she was in, so she could swim in VR. And I'm like, that'd be cool, but I bet you that's quite a setup. So yeah, I just got a text back from this guy. Let's see if he's actually available for a call. 30 minutes. Okay. All right, chat. We'll just keep chatting for a few minutes then, because he needs 30 minutes, then we'll talk to him then. All right. Will I cosplay if I get a stream in the VR? I'll probably wear sweatpants. Does that count? Like, normally I just don't wear pants streaming, so cosplay in VR could be fine. I tried Super Hot yet? No. I think that's probably my next. I've only purchased 2 games so far, which were Beat Saber and Until You Fall. Because I wanted A, something that moved me physically, and then B, I wanted something to experience like what the gaming was like on this system. Now, I don't know if this is a particularly great thing to experience the gaming, but this has been decent. Not incredible. It's missing a lot of the features that like Hades, or that Hades in particular has, but also what's the other one I liked? Shit, what's the other one I liked that I played for a while? I might still have it installed. Can't remember now. The other Trials of Fire. Again, I want them standalone. But I missed some of the gaming elements. Like, this is clearly VR, and I like the VR fighting a lot more than I like Curse of the Dead Gods. That's what it was, yep. I like the fighting elements of this. Those are fun. But, like, I want some more gaming elements. I want more customization. Ideally, I'd play a fucking RPG on this. I want to play... I know Skyrim has a VR port that's apparently pretty decent, but I can't play it on a standalone headset. Asgard's Wrath. Does anyone have experience with these games? I want a gaming game. Like, this was showcase VR fighting. That was fun, but now I want the fucking actual good gaming elements added to it. Oh, Trials of Fire isn't VR. If you have non-VR game suggestions, just put them in my Discord channel if you would. We're talking specifically about VR right now. Asgard's Wrath is gameplay focused. Dude, that's interesting to me. Like, I would love to. I don't know if I want to party in this. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna get out of the headset. Like, I might end up having to just buy with the Quest 2. You can plug it into a PC if you want, and then it basically behaves like a Rift. It'd be okay. Battle Brothers broken? I think so. Why are you asking? Battle Brothers is broken. Why? All right, let's do some AMA while we wait. I don't really want to start playing for like 20 minutes and have to take a break when, well, maybe we could. You guys have AMA questions? Should we do a little AMA, or should we just jump right into Battle Brothers right now as we wait? I mean, I guess I could do 20 minutes of content for Battle Brothers and then take a break when I get this call back from the tech. Oh, no. We've been, I'll show you why. We've been doing this one. I have a new ISP, and the problem is still here with the new ISP. So we're submitting a report to the ISP. Did I play a horror VR game? Sure.
Welcome.
Thanks for the resub, JC Denton. Favorite game of the last 4 years? I just don't think like that. I get asked AMA questions often are, what's your favorite XYZ? And I just never have an answer because I don't think that way. I played a lot of good games in the last 4 years. A lot of games stand out. Like Darkest Dungeon was the last 4 years. Battle Brothers the last 4 years. I mean, I really liked Hades. Hades was a lot of fun. I don't know. A lot. There's been a lot of really good games. Some of them are much shorter games too that you don't play for long. Cat, dog, or child? For dinner? You like crafting games? No. No, I don't like crafting anything. You look into Asgard's Wrath trailer? Good. Let me see. Watch trailer. See. Cat fun. Getting leader fights on day 25 normal? Sure. Amazing. Amazing experience right now on this trailer. Let's find it from a different site, I guess. YouTube. That'll work.
Mine is no ordinary forge. And this is no ordinary steel. You may be a god, but to become legend, you must do battle as mortal heroes. A spellcaster who wields arcane powers. A rogue, fearless in the face of danger. A warrior, fueled by vengeance. Call upon your immortal power to transform beasts into companions. For none can survive this path alone. Destiny waits for no one. Not even a god. Answer the call, Asgardian.
What a noob. He's using a flail.
Eternal glory.
Flails don't scale for shit, bro. Maybe. I don't know. Nothing about that really stood out to me as particularly exciting. It might be OJ. There's OJ here. Alright. Sounds like we might be ready to just open up some Battle Brothers. Hey, Strivis.
Welcome back.
Alright, let me get that going.
Hey, buddy.
Thanks for the resub, man. Alright, so we need to go back. Battle Brothers. And open up Battle Brothers, which apparently has an update. Good, good. I'm pretty sure the game is broken. RIP! I think we're close to being done with Battle Brothers on the channel for a while again. I'm a bit bored of it. Hoping this run with chat builds would be fun, but it's kind of medium. It just feels slow. It just feels like a slower game. Yeah, we'll fix goals in a second. I see him, Kerber. Waiting for the update to finish on Battle Brothers. I don't think Starlink is going to help me with streaming. I really don't. think Starlink is designed for other things. I'm spilling coffee on my table because I'm playing with my fucking thermos. 2 seconds. Let me grab a napkin. I'm just gonna stream a black screen for a minute. Perfect. All right. So initial fail with Battle Brothers. See if I fire it up again. What happens? Sure, sure. Can I load the game though? Maybe. I know what games I'm gonna try next. We're gonna probably do a tryout day in the very near future. Pull up some games that we have codes for. Seems to be alright. I don't remember what the fuck we were doing because it was 4 days ago. Love tryout days. Medium on tryout days. Oh, thanks guys. Appreciate the support. Let's take a look. What do I have for tryout day stuff? Check that right now. I feel like game selection has been a little slow recently for me. I hate that feeling when I don't feel like I have another game to stream. There's a new Frostpunk expansion, which I don't really want to play. I'm considering it. I've got a Dead Cells key and a Democracy 4 key. I want to check out Necromunda, but I'm pretty certain that they're still in a really, really bad state. I'd play Star Citizen, but I'd only play it in VR, I think. See, like, this is why we have the game suggestion channel, is exactly for this reason, and the Ministry of Review, which is to try to keep a fairly good pulse on the state of games out there. Find some fog. Dream Civ 5, don't be... We're not desperate yet, Xander. Yeah. When or what is the next milestone stream? Question. Good question. I don't know yet. Yeah, that's what I hear every time I look at reviews for it, Professor Pandemonia, which is a bit unfortunate. What were we doing? I think we just... Fuck are we? We have no mission. Okay. Kill 3 or 4 orcs. Stay 46. Yeah, all right. I gotta fix the goal size. Thanks. All right. Why are the... Where's my fucking scaling options on this? Oh, those are the full, that's the full text. I was like looking for the rest of the text, but it's right there. Okay, we're good. Mine. Need to make those smaller. I'm gonna find a legendary location and get a whip, dude. Yeah. Saw that Tom stole your name. Correct. How does that affect building the bro? Should you submit another build? You get tickets re-added to the roster, so you're kind of next in line, not next in line, but you get scaling tickets over time now for getting back in, and you can submit another build or the same one if you want. Doesn't really matter. I do not need to do reach specialist. Correct. I was probably gonna fill out this build because I wasn't given another solution, so I was probably, this is what's now Sister Nobu is probably gonna end up as your reach specialist build or something very close. Yeah. Solasta. I haven't even heard about this. please put that in my my Discord in the game suggestion channel. We finished Cultist. This is currently the chat build run. I'm not sure if I want to play it out or not, honestly. Like, we haven't seen builds that are very interesting. Like, this is the spear build. It doesn't work at all. This is a zero stam build, but it's just a generic zero stam build with fearsome. This is God alone knows what. This looks like hot trash to me. The dodge guy kind of sucks. The thrower builds kind of suck. Solasta is a D&D 5e CRPG. This actually sounds pretty good. Yeah, I did. Wow, thanks. So I goes a little. The Reach Specialist is the one I'm most excited about. Although Zeldis, your original build doesn't have adrenaline, which seems insane to me. Maybe you're supposed to level initiative or something. It just didn't end up being a very good impact having chat submit builds that I've seen anyways. The Fencer build I was a little interested in, but this brother's not super great. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if we keep leveling this out. So I don't know. Do we continue this run or try something else or play it today and make that decision at the end of the day? I mean, that might be what we do. Might be what we do. Lone Wolf. I don't know that I want to continue with chat builds. I haven't found them very interesting. Cut it now. I mean, we're 40 days in though. Like, we're getting to the fun part, which is running around busting fucking camps with your group. I mean, we have brothers that are okay now. Still don't have any like incredible brothers on this team, but we've got some okay ones. Paying them a lot more for this team than I would expect, honestly. I prefer the min-maxing ends of things. I like my builds to work. I mean, think about Battle Brothers content, right? You're gated by how strong your team is. Your team can get stronger by accumulating stats, accumulating weapons, or having better base stats. And then finally, the selection of perks you choose. It feels like we've just taken that last one and we've like toned that way the fuck down. And all that does in Battle Brothers, like Battle Brothers is quote unquote a sandbox game here. It isn't really a sandbox game necessarily, but what it does do is you do engage with content at your own pace. So this is why when people ask me, is Battle Brothers hard? The answer is really hard to say because it's as hard as you make it. In other words, you engage the content that you're best able to engage. And if your team sucks, well, you just have to engage weaker content. Now, how do you get your team stronger? Again, time will make your team stronger. You'll get gear, either legendary gear or just regular gear, and your team will level up, which gives them more stats. So all I feel like we've done with this is slow our game down. And that's okay. I don't hate that necessarily, but it's not... I really was hoping to see like diverse playstyles show up from diverse builds. And maybe the Fencer does that. It's like as we level the Fencer. The Reach Specialist is a little different. I like the sweeping attacks of the Reach Specialist. That's been kind of interesting to me. But like this Spearman doesn't make our builds better. It makes our builds worse. Like it doesn't open up options. It restricts options. So I don't know. I don't know how much of this we continue with. So. What's the name of that fucking game again? Solasta. Solasta. I'll have a look at that too. Wasteland 3. Yeah, we have Wasteland 3 that we could play through. We could do more of the we want to play more of the what was the not Divinity, it's Baldur's Gate 3. What is location? Location's location. LOC is location. An abbreviation. Yeah. Okay. So what do we do? What were we doing here? They've been raided, so we're probably selling here. And we're short on tools, so we're probably going somewhere else. We're looking for a legendary location, something else. This was the last Stellaris expansion I played. It's been a while. I mean, we could run that as a poll. Yeah. I mean, what do I even say for the poll, though? I guess. Yeah, the issue with the tryouts stream. Yeah, I agree, Baird. I thought BG3 looked excellent. I'm worried about some of the translation stuff, but overall I thought it was pretty well done, and I'm hoping that they fix some of the translation stuff. Translation stuff being translation of player intent to player action. The engine hasn't been super supportive of that. My characters do dumb shit. Fire appears. Anyways, but it's still probably the best D&D port I've seen yet, which is exciting. So if I get a decent game out of that with the D&D rules, with like all the stuff that I like about D&D into a game, that'd be pretty sweet. I haven't played DOS 2, but I don't really want to play I played enough of it. I don't really want to play more of it. Yeah, I mean, they said this is a year away from release, right? I mean, it's early access, yep. So I guess what I'm asking in chat, do I want to throw up some... By the way, Bear Dad, how's fucking Crowfall these days? Are you still playing? Like, I keep meaning to... Like, I haven't been doing much with it because I don't have any internet at home. Or rather, I haven't had a PC and internet at home in like 3 months now or something. So I'm not exactly staying late at the office to play Crowfall. Yeah, well, they're a year away from release. This is early access, right? So. Early access to early levels is good for proof of concept of the game, and I think that it does that quite well. I had fun with the system. I had fun with my dice rolling. I had fun with the D&D builds. I'm looking forward to what they do with that. And I didn't like DOS 2. I didn't like even the original Sin 2. So the fact that the same company can make a product with essentially the same graphics engine and make it something that I enjoyed, even in early access, even with all the bugs and all of the translation issues from intent to behavior, that is for me a indicator that it's potentially going to be something pretty special when it comes out. Now, might not be. They can fuck it up along the way, but that to me was a positive take home more than anything else. Yeah, so when I look at Crowfall, Bear Dad, I think this, right? Which is the characters aren't complex enough to do like 1v1, like small gang and 1v1 is only whatever, because your character options are pretty limited when you engage in things. It's not like, I'm thinking like, all right, when I compare like a Crowfall character to a WoW character, the WoW characters are a lot more complex. Okay, that's fine. When I look at the very large scale stuff, I feel like Crowfall is behind something compared to like Eve. So what I think Crowfall is, what the market they're trying to do with a PvP market is they're trying to get that mid-game, that mid-size engagement. And they need to nail that mid-size engagement. They need the character classes to be complex enough that there's some diversity, and they need it to be about coordinating groups, group movement, group fighting, etc. Okay? All good and well. I believe they do that fairly well, but if performance can't handle the medium-sized engagements that the game is really optimized around, that's a huge fucking problem. And when I was playing Crowfall last anyways, it couldn't. As soon as you started ramping up to the number of people where Crowfall was unique enough and good enough to be interesting in, the game craps out. And that to me is a little bit unfortunate. And I haven't looked deeply into the character tree changes. That's a step in the right direction because the builds were super one-dimensional. Granted, you know, alpha or whatever. But at the same time, like, I would like... Are we in beta or alpha now? I think they did an alpha, right? Maybe it's beta now. I can't remember. But either way, like, it's a step in the right direction, but they still got to fix the biggest issue, which is the game's got to play. If you're going to have those levels of people, those numbers of people, and that's going to be the game, well, fuck, we got to be able to actually play the game in those moments. So, and I don't know where that's at right now. I haven't played in a couple months. So, it's beta now. Gotcha. Beta boys. There you go. So, Pathfinder Kingmaker. Yeah, maybe we do that. You know, like, running random RPGs on my channel tends to tank viewership for a while, but I really wonder as a streamer, as a variety streamer like myself, if my viewership kind of goes up and down based on, you know, kind of what is out that matches our interest. And, you know, we played a lot of Battle Brothers and I haven't been forcing that. I've been enjoying going through that content, but I'm kind of reaching the limit of what I want to do for Battle Brothers content again. So I kind of need to find something else, and maybe we spend some time doing some smaller stuff, some stuff that isn't going to be so well received on the stream, just to keep sane, keep some diversity of gaming coming through, and have some fun with that. I'm not sure yet. Did they integrate turn-based combat in PF Kingmaker? I haven't played PF Kingmaker more than a little bit. I played it a little bit for when it first came out. So we could try something like that. I don't know how to select this content particularly, right? Like, I don't know. We could try it some. Do another BattleTech playthrough. Easy game. That's a really... What you just said, Mafia Cheese, is really cool. I know a lot of times modders get fucked. They put a lot of work into modding something and then the company either steals it or says, doesn't, I guess, owns it already and says, fuck you, we're just taking it. So. PoE 2 introduced turn-based combat? Dude. That's pretty cool too. Oxygen not included, we could. Or Rogue Tech. I enjoyed Rogue Tech to a point. I liked optimizing the mechs. That was a lot of fun. The gameplay itself was whatever. The fights, I mean, they were sometimes fun and sometimes pretty stupid. But the optimization of the builds was super fun. But I think chat got bored with me playing Mech Bay. Among Us. Yeah, Among Us. That's certainly super popular on Twitch right now. Yep. Maybe I need to just like float something. Yeah, alright. How do I guess I could do it as just text. I don't know what Noita is. Yeah, Megris, I don't know. We'll see. EG3 is better in all those. I don't want to burn out on Baldur's Gate 3. It is a linear... This is the same problem that DOS 2 had, right? Which is the... Although there are a fair number of ways to approach each of the puzzles or fights or problems in the early game, it's still fairly linear, the story. And some of it is a little grindy in terms of NPC interactions, loot management, this type of shit. So if I play a bunch of that now on level 1 and check out all the different classes and whatnot and grind through that, I run the risk of doing what I did with the OS 2, which is burning out before the game releases, and I don't really want to do that. Yeah, so maybe we try like a Pathfinder playthrough. That could be fun. I know the builds are very, at least potentially, complex in that. What is Noita? YO? I did not see any of AoE's stream. I did hear about it though. Combat and Solasta. All right, we have to look at this. Okay, chat has definitely okay. All right. Fuck this, chat. We're gonna do some. We're gonna do some googling, I guess. Need a scene for this, I guess. All right, what is this? Solasta? Solasta early access available on Steam. Crown of the Magister. Show me gameplay footage and we'll put it up on stream. I don't want to see promotional. Alright. I played Monster Train on stream. I don't want to play more of it. It was fun, but I don't want to play more of it. Noita. Crown of the I want like their Steam page. Come on. Give me fucking Solasta's Steam page. There we go. Alright, let me get this up here. Show me gameplay. Let me kill Battle Brothers real quick. I don't know if I'm finishing this run or not. I gotta decide about that. I'm kind of feeling a little burnt on Battle Brothers. And let's target the Chrome. Oh, where did you go? That. Why are you above the webcam? No one knows. All right, show me gameplay footage. This is what you're advertising your product with. I'm ready. It's gonna be tiny. I can't full screen it. I don't think I can full screen it. I'm pretty sure it eats it, right? Like it freezes for chat. No, it doesn't. Okay. Why is this loading slowly? Oh, really? The world of Solasta. I guess I'm waiting on this to load. Wonder what the... Maybe the internet at my office isn't good today. It's possible. Steam issue. Well, let's give it a second to load. Team player sucks. Sure. But I want to see gameplay footage as they promote it. Thanks, WoW. I haven't seen anything yet. Okay, that was our first look at gameplay footage. I've seen a marketplace, which is not at all interesting to anybody. Sure. Okay. Wait, did we just see him knock an arrow, but no arrow show up? Can we watch that again? No, there's an arrow string. Okay, there's a string there. Alright, I'm pleased to see the dice throws going on. I don't hate that. Alright, maybe some gameplay footage. Like how much of it is... Alright, maybe I can ask this. These are tough questions to get from a gameplay footage like this. How much of the game is combat versus character interaction, and how fun is the actual play experience of this? These are not subjective questions. I'm looking for the objective truth behind this. If you could please give me that, that'd be great. Combat is XCOM-y. In a good way or a bad way? XCOM does turn-based fairly well, but XCOM does not do good with things like killing pods on activation. There's not a lot of back and forth in XCOM combat. Wonky? Wonky in what way? Good systems but poorly implemented. Am I serious right now? I'm always halfway serious, at least. Hope that answers your question. Okay, elevation and cover, right? Okay. I mean, I can look into it some more. I don't know if we want to do that particularly a lot right now. More like Baldur's Gate combat without the multi-million GFX budget, a lot stricter adherence to D&D 5e. Not necessarily a bad thing. I care a little bit about how it looks, but not. I mean, that looked okay. That's in the realm of games I'd play. Can't deal with the fucking 2D shit. A squad per turn basis, character per turn is fairly faithful to 5e rules. Okay. The world looks blah. Yeah, it's not the price point. It's I care about the price point in the sense that I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on some crappy product, but it's the price point is a lot less interesting, a lot less relevant for streaming it, right? It's like, it's more along the lines of, is it an interesting experience? Is it interesting watching? Graphics do matter, even if gameplay is fun. And I say this having just streamed Battle Brothers, non-ironically. Non-ironically say that, because it does matter to some degree. Why turn to Urtuk? Maybe. No, the 2D shit, like, the graphics, that what they call it? Where it's like, looks like fucking the original Mario kind of shit. Yep, deal with that. Urtuk was good. We probably streamed enough of that on channel for a while. What was the other one? I was anyone have a, okay, so YO linked a video for whatever the hell it was. Let me get that going. I should probably just shut up. This one, this is Noita. Take a look at Noita. Oh, it looks ugly as ugly. Hideous. Yeah, see, this is something I would never play just from graphics. Okay. Moving on. Noita gameplay trailer. Alright, I will watch the gameplay trailer, but I already regret it. So we're 100% clear on how much I regret this. It's a lot. I regret this a lot. Because this is just not the type of game that I play or really want to play. I mean, if I wanted to stream this, I could probably stream this on my existing internet, because you guys wouldn't know when my internet was dropping out or not, because it would look exactly like this. Imagine playing a game that looked like this. That looks better if you zoom out. Distance is its friend. It's got that kind of worms thing going on where you can, all the terrain is interactable, which I guess is cool. But I don't know. This doesn't look like my type of game. And even if it's really well done, it probably still isn't my type of game. This is somewhat what I would consider almost deal-breaking graphics for me. Like, look at this. Yeah. All right. So not that. The answer. What was the other one? I want to look at new Riot. No. This is why you do your due diligence up front. All right. I wanted to look at turn-based Pathfinder combat. I want gameplay. All right, let me open that up. Okay. All right, get rid of goals temporarily. I'm not sure why I'm doing it in this scene, but I am for now. So here we are. I don't know who this person is.
Buddies, welcome to Pathfinder.
All right, show me gameplay. All right, why are we explaining? Oh goddamn, these people and their long-winded explanations. Unlike Filthy Robot, who never is long-winded, always gets right to the gameplay. Final Fantasy Tactics. Nope. Alright, I want to see the fucking fight. Show me the fight. We still on this part? Jesus, I've clicked the wrong video, haven't I? I don't know, chat. I mean, it's very similar to what we're doing right now. Or rather, the Baldur's Gate 3 stuff, I guess. I've looked at Disco Elysium before. Yeah, the Darkest Dungeon 2 announcement was cool. There's going to be an early access in 2021. At least we have a date now, even if it's as vague as 2021. Doesn't have a lot of tactical depth in combat. Bummer. I don't know, chat. Doesn't sound like what we're looking for.
You have returned.
Thank you, Tom. Welcome back. So this is absolutely not to Noita. Was it a Phobia? Was that a VR game? It was. Always lurking. Nice. So chat, is this VR or no? Someone's stream, huh? Is this actual live? No, it's not. Okay. Eh. Oh, this is absolutely nothing for me. Okay. %, read, 20% played is not going to cut it for me either. Yeah, Gleese, that sounds like something that I don't want to do. Stone Shard. Like, I've looked at this one too, but we'll take a look. I haven't seen it in a while. It's just the one where, for hard turn-based RPG. Yeah, these graphics are borderline for me. I think I've seen a little bit of Dolphin playing this. Ring of Pain. Not heard of that as a PC game, no. MTG Arena drafts. I don't think I'm doing that again. Maybe. I don't hate drafting, but I haven't been that impressed with the sets for drafting recently. Zendikar is good. What are we looking at here?
Just kind of inside your backpack. And in the worst case scenario, if you don't end up using them, just take them back to the village.
Show me combat. No, don't show me inventory management. Combat.
Less, you know, you go to the tailor, but if you have the stuff to make the thing that you want to buy, it'll cost you considerably less because you're only paying for labor, you're not paying for the materials too. Like little features like that I think are very, very immersive in games, and I think they add like an extra layer of like, yeah, you can buy it outright, or oh no, I didn't expect more banditos out here. It's okay because he's dead.
I'm not sure this combat system is doing it for me.
This little homeboy over here is not like the grand champion of fighting. Seems like my dodge chance is pretty high. Like, I get the feeling that this guy does a pretty good job of...
Alright, chat. I'm gonna be back in just a second. I've got the tech has just gotten back to me. So I'm gonna give him a call. Figure out how he wants me to dump this information on him. So I'll I like Hades a lot. Back in just a second. Maybe we'll end up playing Hades today. I haven't checked out the 1.0 patch. Maybe that would be fun to do. All right, give me a few minutes, chat. I'll be back briefly. What should we leave you with? AFK screen, I guess. All right, let's do AFK screen. Back in a few. It's all like super outdated information. All right back. All right, chat. Spoke to him. You know, I gotta say, in the so he's gonna get their network guy to reach out to me directly. Fucking right. Great. Day 2. I never spoke to the network people at Mediacom ever. This is day 2. With this company, I'm gonna get to talk to them. Fantastic. Maybe we can actually get some shit done. All right. What are we doing for today, though? I think we maybe do some Hades. Check out Hades. I don't know if I have anything a better idea for today. I think we are going to do a tryout stream in the very near future. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday. Legends of Runeterra. I like that game. Don't mind TFT. I'm going to try out Among Us at some point. The other ones would be, we could do a bit more Baldur's Gate. I don't think I want to play Pathfinder right now. Looking at that, maybe. It just seems like a very long game that I didn't really love when I first played it. Kind of was like maybe didn't really hit the spot for me. I'm not sure why either. I don't know. Maybe it could be really good. Maybe I'm just not doing it justice for that. Just some Hades today. I haven't played it in a while. Torchlight 3. Negative. I should check out Mordheim. I played a lot of Mordheim, dude. I liked the game just fine. It was a buggy pile of shit, but it was fun overall. I was really looking forward to Necromunda being the sequel that fixed all those bugs, but they apparently did the exact opposite and added more shitty bugs. We're getting to question that company. Pathfinder's had a lot of stuff fixed and added to it. Alright, I guess I'll let you guys decide. I'm happy to do one of 2, 3 things here. Alright, let's do it this way. What was the other one I'd be willing to do besides Teamfight Tactic and Hades? Let's take a look what I've got installed right now. Wouldn't mind checking out Urtalk again. I don't know if I want to do it today. It's a maybe. It's a really, really fun game. They've updated a lot since I played it last. Put it on the list, I guess. All right, let's try this. And let me kill this here so you guys can see it. Let's put this front and center. I'm gonna go refill coffee, microwave some food, and refill water. It was a little bit more visible. You guys see it okay? And I like Hades a lot. I played Hades a lot on stream. I'm Rando. It's a really fun game. Totally happy to play more of that today. All right, we'll be back in a minute. All right, chat, what do you got for me? Wow. A lot of Urtalk votes. I'm kind of surprised by that. Do I have mod voting on right now? I don't know, chat. I don't know. I could also do YouTube comments. I think I've played Humankind. I don't know that though. I think we're doing Hades, but we'll see.
You have returned.
Yeah, kind of with you, Drunk Danish.
Definitely looks like Hades. Not
I really,
too
really like
no.
Urtalk, but Urtalk is not a game that I particularly want to play for a single session. Like, it's a campaign game, and the enjoyment of it, in part, is the development of your campaign and the experience of that. I do listen to chat, Care Bear. I listen to chat when chat makes good decisions. And I like to feel the pulse of chat. Imagine this, chat. Imagine right now I have my hand on your neck, and I'm feeling the pulse. Alright, turns out the pulse isn't that interesting. Let's go to Hades. Good. Why put it on the list? Well, exactly what I just described. I'm actually kind of surprised there were so many votes for it. I'm surprised so many people know what Urtalk is. Why is his hand so soft? He streams for a living. He's not a laborer. He's in the, I'd say entertainment business, but it's really more like, it's closer to, service industry. Yeah, maybe we try out Urtalk again at release, perhaps? When you ask your spouse what they want for dinner? Nah, it's kind of like when you ask the child what they want for their birthday, and they're like, I want toy number A, the International Space Station, and a dinosaur. And they're really in on the dinosaur. You're kind of like, or maybe that's not that great of an analogy because those are unobtainable things. Maybe it's more like you ask the child what they would like for dinner, and they answer with cake, 12 candy bars, or pasta. And you're like, well, we know what's good for you, child. Urtalk graphics are tough. I think the graphics are good in Urtalk. They're really stylized. I think they do it. I can't say enough positive things about Urtalk. I love the shit out of that game, but we played it a lot on channel, and I kind of been waiting for a release, I think. But probably I made a mistake by including it here. Ready, chat? I'll make you guys feel better about democracy. Look, it's a two-party system. Choose your poison. Go. Now you can vote. That's right. We tried the perils of democracy run, and if we don't fucking learn from that, I mean, what are we doing with our lives? Again, we're probably only doing this today, and likely either tomorrow or Saturday, we're probably doing a tryout stream and looking for kind of our next set of games that we're going to check out. So, yeah, exactly, Merc. I'm not against the whole Urtalk run. I just don't think that even those of you voting for it, are going to show up for the duration of an Urtalk run. I've done a number of them on stream, and I saw this was the graph of viewership over Urtalk stream. So if we try it again, there needs to be some exceptional differences, and release might be one of those exceptional differences. But we streamed a lot of Urtalk, a couple weeks of it. Why put it on the vote when you ignore the result? Holy shit, how many times do I have to answer this? I'm trying to get the pulse. I'm trying to get a sense. Kim Jong filthy. Which game is TFT? Teamfight Tactics. Alright. You guys are just spitefully not voting for Hades. See how it is. Alright. We need more democracy? Hold on. Alright, fine. Oh, won't let me start. Okay. All right, chat. Go ahead and choose. Three. Could I add options as the poll's open? No, I can't. Neck and neck. I like it. Do we want to? The thing is, I'm actually willing to play TFT. I like TFT. I don't think I like it as much as the idea of trying out new Hades, but the preview of the elections. Let's try to keep that commentary out of here. I don't think there's a lot to be gained from this. All right, one more time. One more time. I'll give you real options. You ready? All right. All right, all right. This one's for real. We have Hades. We have Hades again. No, wait, no. No, no. Team Fight Tactics. Okay. We have Hades. No, wait. Am I going to give you guys more options? I mean, I'm a little interested in Crusader Kings 3, a little interested in, I wouldn't mind picking up drafts of Legends of Runeterra for the day. I enjoy that. I could put Urtok on there to really put the point home. I think we're just playing Hades, though. Good vote? Yeah. Democracy 4, that's actually one of the games that is on my tryout list shortly. Game of Thrones mod. DK2? I didn't know there was one. Iron Harvest. I played a bit of that. It was okay. I don't know what West... No, I'm not playing West Knot. Battle of West Knot. I'm not playing that. You're almost 100 Hades runs. I guess I'm open between TFT and Hades. They both have their upsides and downsides. Alright. We'll do this final vote. Your vote matters, chat. I'm giving you guys practice for the election. Get out and vote. Jumped over it. I read it and discarded it and thought to myself, poor bastard. Stuck in the past. I hope he gets with the times. That's what I thought. Oh, I'm supposed to hype NordVPN from time to time. All right, let's do that real quick. It only takes half a second, so we'll do that real quick. Which is simple. Let's see. So F2K has partnered with NordVPN again this month. You guys wish for a VPN service, you can try it out for a 30-day money-back guarantee. The benefit of a VPN in part is your security online, in part is things like changing your location that the internet sees you as from, so you get access to region-locked stuff like Netflix content. And if you do choose or need a VPN service, you can support both myself and F2K and NordVPN through taking NordVPN. All right, that's the shout out. All right, what did you guys, Hades compared to Team Fight Tactics? Stream title is Cold-Hearted Clickbait? No, it isn't. I just haven't updated it since we changed what we're doing. All right, I'm gonna update the stream title. We are voting. Imagine if I had to update the stream title for what we're doing. Filthy is talking about his streams. Everything. Here's the title. All right, chat. 10 more seconds of voting, then we're gonna go. Oh, I don't know. I could maybe do some more arena draft. It's like I don't have that installed anymore though. I removed it from my computer because I got angry. Drunk drafting. So many options. Agreed. All right. Absolutely amazing. Chat has done it again. They've chosen the best option between all options. Excellent.